Deep in the heart of the Amazon, where the sun barely pierces the impenetrable wall of leaves, lies a secret that has driven people mad for nearly a century. A secret for which some set out on a journey and vanished forever, while others became victims of their own illusions. In 1925, the legendary British explorer Percy Fawcett stepped into the green abyss. He believed that among the rivers, coiling like serpents and forests breathing like a living creature, there was a hidden ancient city. A city he referred to by a single symbol, Z. He went in, and was never seen alive again. Since then, the Amazon has remained silent. But with its silence, the questions have only grown. Was Fawcett killed by hostile tribes? Did the jungle itself swallow his expedition whole? Or did he truly find what he was seeking? The lost city of Z, left beyond time and human memory? This is not just a story about a vanished expedition. It's a legend of obsession, of the search for a myth, and of the price a man is willing to pay for his belief. Hello friends, this is David. Today, we venture into the very heart of the unknown, following in the footsteps of Percy Fawcett. Who was Percy Fawcett? Colonel Percy Harrison Fawcett was not just another adventurer. Born in 1867 into a family with military tradition, he seemed destined for a life of discipline and exploration. From a young age, Percy was drawn to the wild, fascinated by maps and ancient stories of lost lands. He joined the Royal Artillery, serving across the British Empire. But it was not war that would define him, it was the untouched corners of the earth. By 1906, Fawcett had been recruited by the Royal Geographical Society, tasked with charting the dangerous unmarked frontiers of South America. For almost 2 decades, Fawcett braved the Amazon's extremes. Torrential rains, venomous snakes, piranhas, jaguars, swarms of insects, and deadly diseases. While other explorers perished, Fawcett gained a reputation for survival. He was methodical, disciplined, and fiercely determined. His colleagues both admired and feared him. He could be charming, but also obsessive. And it was this obsession that would eventually lead him to the edge of madness. The legend of the city of Z. In 1914, while studying old Portuguese documents in Rio de Janeiro's archives, Fawcett stumbled upon something that would change his life. It was known as the Manuscript 5/12, a centuries-old account written by Portuguese explorers who claimed to have discovered the ruins of a magnificent stone city deep within Brazil's interior. The description was extraordinary. Wide streets, towering stone arches, and inscriptions that suggested an advanced civilization. The city was said to rival even the grandeur of ancient Greece. Wow, everything's really massive here. But the manuscript ended abruptly, with no clear directions to its location. Most historians dismissed it as a colonial fantasy. But for Fawcett, it was proof that the Amazon once held, and might still conceal, a lost civilization. He named this place simply Zed. Unlike many of his contemporaries who viewed indigenous people as primitive, Fawcett believed the opposite. He argued that the jungle tribes were remnants of something far greater, survivors of a once mighty civilization hidden beneath the endless canopy. From that moment, the lost city of Z became his life's obsession. The 1925 expedition. By the mid-1920s, Colonel Percy Fawcett was no stranger to the unknown. He had faced starvation, disease, and arrows whistling from the shadows of the jungle. Yet none of it compared to the obsession that now consumed him. The lost city he called simply Z. In 1925, on the edge of his 60th year, Fawcett prepared for the most ambitious journey of his life. Unlike his earlier missions, this one would be carried out in silence and secrecy. No army of soldiers, no grand retinue. He believed that discovery would only come through stealth. According to his conviction, Z could only lie hidden within the tangled wilderness of Mato Grosso, Brazil. To finance the journey, he struck a deal with the North American Newspaper Alliance, selling them the rights to publish whatever messages he managed to send back from the jungle. But this time, he would not travel alone. At his side were just two companions, his eldest son, Jack Fawcett, 22 years old, strong, fiercely idealistic, and desperate to prove himself. And Jack's closest friend, Raleigh Rimmel, 23, loyal, brave, yet untested by the perils of the wilderness. Fawcett revealed little of his final destination. In his letters, he spoke only of seeking a place where no white man has ever set foot. Their equipment was shockingly sparse: rifles, machetes, hammocks, a sextant, and just enough food for the first leg of the journey. The colonel believed the land itself would provide the rest. On April 20th, 1925, the three men departed from the Brazilian city of Cuiabá and disappeared into the green abyss. At first, they were not alone. Horses, dogs, and mules carried their supplies, and two Brazilian laborers, peões, acted as guides. Yet even they refused to follow too far. The peões spoke in hushed voices of tribes said to dwell near a waterfall, the Morcego and Caxixi, rumored to be cannibals. From Cuiabá to Bacairi, the next known waypoint, the expedition pressed on for nearly a month. Along the trail, they met small, scattered tribes. Some, living near the Xingu River, numbered barely 8 souls and wore no clothing at all. Others belonged to the Mahanaku, whose short stature struck the explorers with curiosity. It was the last time the outside world could be certain of their path. Beyond Bacairi, the map fades into silence. The last known traces. For several weeks, letters and messages reached the outside world. The last known communication from Fawcett came from the edge of the Upper Xingu region, where he wrote about friendly contact with the Kalapalo tribe. After that, silence. Months passed, then years. Not a single word. Fawcett, his son, and his friend had vanished. Now we will move on to finding out what other legends and theories about their disappearance exist. Searches and legends. The world was shocked. Fawcett's disappearance triggered one of the largest search operations in history. Over the next decade, more than 100 expeditions tried to find him. Many never returned themselves. From time to time, clues would appear: bones, campfires, or rumors from tribes. Dozens of theories emerged. Some said Fawcett was killed by hostile tribes. Others believed he died of hunger, disease, or exhaustion. More fantastic legends claimed he had found Z and decided to stay, ruling over a secret kingdom. There were also rumors that he was captured and enslaved by an isolated tribe. The more time passed, the greater the mystery grew. The legacy of Percy Fawcett. Despite the tragedy, Fawcett's obsession was not in vain. In recent decades, archaeologists have discovered evidence of advanced pre-Columbian civilizations in the Amazon. Giant earthworks, roads, and settlements that point to millions of people once living there. In a way, Fawcett was right. The Amazon did indeed conceal lost civilizations. He just didn't live to see their discovery. His story inspired books, films, and documentaries. But beyond the myths, the tale of Percy Fawcett remains both a warning and a source of inspiration. A warning that obsession can consume a person, and an inspiration that there are still mysteries in the world worth seeking. Let's sum up. Almost a century has passed since Percy Fawcett vanished. His bones may rest beneath the roots of the jungle, or his spirit may still wander, forever searching for Z. One thing can be said for certain: the Amazon is reluctant to reveal its secrets, and perhaps that is exactly what Fawcett wanted. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing stories, and share your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next one. Bye.